Yeah, so basically, I was just trying to figure out how we can do, what are the challenges people are having, and people are just thinking in that line. Some of them understood or think some of them don't understand because they don't face it. Usually, they'll just go with big banks. They don't get it. So I was just thinking, oh, what all the other players are doing, what all the things, what are my things, whether my perceptions are correct of you. That's how it is. Like I was thinking, like I was always cautious of cost, but I was just telling this cautious on cost and the vertical agents. Like a small companies cannot buy a subscription, one for LinkedIn prospecting, one for email prospecting, or one for follow-up, one for scheduling, one for note taker, along with that privacy. But few of them said that enterprises can build it out for you and stuff like that. But I was still not convinced because that still costs a lot and no control on costs because tokens are not into control. Some of them said that you can put a control on tokens, but still I don't know. But I need, but they were saying that it will evolve. Few of them said it will evolve at our larger segment, and few of them said that this is how it is working already. Many players are already doing, but let's see how that things out because this is one of the way I was thinking. Like it was always like some of the companies. I was just running a workflow in Twin, which will give me daily updates of what I usually took. It leads a lot of update, but still at least I am getting the top working GitHub branches, GitHub repos, and all stuff everyday updates. There, I saw an already Gemini CLI and couple of repos where you can host it similar, get the ecosystem like LLMs, where we need to improve a lot, but still people are betting on those open sources. And the LLM which you use is going to be playing a very lot kind of game. So let's see how we build. That's what I wanted to initially use open source, but it's about cost. Let's see at the longer run, we build our at least in-house bots, and later we can scale it out to multiple people who are struggling with a number of subscriptions where the bandwidth does not fit for them. Yeah, that's how it is. I was just verifying their things and stuff. Yeah. Mm, mm, okay. Okay. Mm, mm, okay. Okay. o- Okay. Okay. Mm. Okay, that you can correct. That's cool. But I was just thinking on a larger scale, how can we think on share the document if it is written somewhere, what exactly you're using, what is the prompt being used, how we can enable the guardrails to flow the data correctly, or else we can use some kind of previously we were just scrapping out blocks or deleted or something has happened. Let's see if any other agent or like but not Firefly, Firecrawl or Appify or any browser extensions which can help us better. At least if it is now manual, that's fine. Now what we can do is I we will see for this small information, right? We will just try to get instead of all, just we'll see that we will figure out all the information for let's say top 100 top 100 NBFCs, not banks. Okay, that's fine. We can put in banks as well, but later stage. top 50 or 100 NBFCs where we can focus on those rather than 900 or 1000. We can just get this basic information done. Then let's see how we can put a guardrails, efficient guardrails, or any kind of third party APIs which we can sit on a local machine. So what I'm thinking is if you're using Gemini, that's fine, we can use it now. We can see if we can use all the existing crawlers like Firecrawl and all the things, Firecrawl, Appify, or a browser extensions, uh, and fetch the information. Then we will see how it goes. We will, as I previously mentioned, this I had made like the one like okay, that's for basic information we need all, but we need not create a system for all the things at a go. That is also not good. Let's figure out even 10 or 100, 10 or 50, whatever it is lowest or whatever the better way we can do, improve that out, make that efficient. For 10, you need to get at least 7 or 8. Then replicate it 50. If it is goes to 20, that's fine. But if you're checking on a 50, that's where the prompt is getting breaked and guardrails are not efficiently enabled, I feel. Or these systems, which are trained with old data, might not have the proper information. That's where we can use Perplexity kind of API, which uses real world data, or any kind of LLMs, which are working on the real extraction of the data from URLs or the existing SaaS applications like Firecrawl, Appify, browser extension, if it's a custom writing code. We can see, and from this, after once you build this headquarter and all the things, right? Let's not focus on solving 900 cases at a go. Let's solve 10 cases, then we will replicate the 10 cases to 50 cases, 50 to 70, 100, and then let it take the time. I will also try to figure out, I'll sit low, share me the deck. I will also sit today, figure out what we can do better. I will also try to get other party, any other interns or not. If I'll try to figure out now because I was last week not available. Let me sit out. If we get more interns, I will also start figuring out how we can use any kind of in-house developments of this particular fintech scrapping fintechs, especially fintech only in this credit space, because n number of products are there coming from this. So we can build some kind of systems which can automatically detect. So we need to see the guardrails in place, whether it is due to the existing data hallucination which is happening within the uh, model, right? Let's see when is the last update of that model. When is this model trained? Okay, first thing. And let's see the failure is happening on the recent NBFCs or older NBFCs as well. Let's say if you're running on a Bajaj Finance, right? If it is hallucinating because it is lately updated, or it might not be properly getting even though it is old one. That also defines whether it's a training hallucination or it's not able to fetch the real world information. These are the things we need to put guardrails. Share that document, whatever you did, how, what is the prompt and all the stuff. Put it in GitHub repo. Let me share the repo link and give me the access. I'll share the right. Let me see. I'll also try to get a guy who has worked on. I'll try to figure out who can mentor, who has some more knowledge in the especially gents. But most of them are in a very nascent stage. If they are experts, they are not working in the space. That's fine, different. But let's see if I can get anyone in the space, how we can make the guardrails. I completely understand because even you have the LLMs, it's very difficult to use that LLMs, and people say that just when you make this kind of industrial scrapping, or it is very tough. You cannot. That's why I wanted. You need some kind of predefined vertical contexts defined to the systems for one particular thing, because everyone cannot rebuild. And if you build this for one, you need to be able to scale it for 1,000 companies information. I have one guy who has done this for some investors or something, has done and created a Google sheet or a table. Let me see if he can just help us just identify as whatever it is. Don't know whether he'll help or not. That's a different journey. I'll try to approach him and see. But in meanwhile, send me what exactly has happened, the summary of that notes, and what exactly you have used, where we can improve in the context space or the model space. Let's also try a different agent where at least we'll not burn it out for 900. Let's try it for 50 or 10. That's where a minimal of minimal MVP works better way. We'll see if it is doing better, like perplexity. Let's do some thousand or 2000 rupees or 5000 rupees under. Let's see if it is doing well. We can just incorporate that and then run it out. This is a one-time job and do monthly refresh. That's fine. We can do provided we get data, and then from that we'll be able to give one some documents. So what I'm thinking is once you get this right, try to build a small chart base, which will chart base. I'm chart base. Whether you use chart for base or any kind of model, search for a model which can help us create like you have created for this chart, right? This for MSMEs you have created, right? What is a fitment matcher with the if I give a PDF, it need to extract some content from the PDF, or we can see firstly we can go with forms like form, and then based on the form information that will inject as a context to that particular agent, and then that should infer the nearest match like MSME matching we are doing, right? Let's do with some sample data with the basic information. Once you get it, basic sampling, so like at least ask for MSME ticket sizes, location, blah blah blah. Let's do with a sample, then see how that bot reacts, then we'll like scale it with more thoroughly. Okay, I can give you what I do is I can give you four documents, four BRE documents, three or four. BRE is business rule engine for anyone to get a credit. Let's integrate that into chart. I will also figure out what exactly, how exactly you can do, and then when a profile is entered, we need to make the match score. This is a longer intention to make sure the unbiased decision which we need to project to the borrowers to enter into our platform and accurate. That's the goal. Yeah. If yeah, share those information. I'll share together and then see what exactly I can do, where we can improve, whether it's a Gemini tool which is lagging or whether it is Claude. Because Claude, I don't know whether they have full document or not. When I enter basic like minimal things, they're able to at least give good amount of research and perplexity also. Gemini, I don't know which model you're using. Again, we need to see which model you're. That's why I was asking. Send all the information. I will sit this afternoon and then see what exactly I can do. What all the things. I'll try to ask the people who are in this industry, who at least not in the at least scrapping and all things. We'll see what we can do better. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. If you make that right, that would be easy. Yeah. Any more? Yeah. Okay. Okay. 9th to 12th of March. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, yeah, you can take it out. You can take 1 week of time and then let's come back. Yeah, that's fine. In meanwhile, right, just focus on your exams after just couple of days to start. Then send me what exactly has happened, what is the current state. Then I'll try to figure out how we can plan better because it takes time. I know. We'll see how we can better do. Once your third semester again, you might be going for a 4-1 might start and you might be entering into placements. I guess placement timing. Okay. Okay, okay, mid okay. Then after 1.5 2 months, you will be starting working for the placements, I guess. Yeah, got it. Okay, let's see how we can do better. Yeah. Okay, thank you.